Hey guys, it's me, it's Andy, Cobra Commander TFW. I don't usually do these videos, but I wasn't really doing anything today, so I thought, why not do one of these, because, you know, it might be fun. This was a question posted on the TFYTC page by Mr. David Mence. What was the last toy you saw and just had to have? Obviously, this is Transformers related, so I'm gonna talk about a few toys that I've seen and I just had to have, and why I had to have it as well, and kind of expand the question out a little bit. So really, and it's appropriate because it came today. This guy, the Titans Return Legends version of Kup, which won't go into focus because I've turned the autofocus off the camera. But yeah, I just got him today. He got his Target Master recoil. Why did I have to have him? Well, first reason was I just came back from auto assembly from TF Nation, and I was still on the TF Nation hive. Let's buy the Transformers, and I had money left over, and I thought, okay, what's coming out? It needs to be a Legends figure. There's no Skull Cruncher that's a decent price, because I still want to get one of them. And I thought, you know, I want to get the Kup mold because it sounds really good. A lot of people have said really good things about it, and I just didn't like the colors. I'm a guy that when I get a figure, I want it to look like the cartoon. Even as a kid, when I was getting the G1 toys, I was always a little bit disappointed that they didn't look like the versions from the show. I was like, that's what I want them to look like. That's how I prefer them to be, and that's kind of how I am in this day and age. So when I saw the Kup and it was based off the toy version, I was like, it doesn't really look like Kup. And then the Japanese one came out and it got its new head mold, and the colors were much closer. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And I'm really glad I did. It's a really good mold. I want to do a video on him in the future at some point. And of course you get recoil. I think it's recoil. It's some target. I never remembered the Autobot Target Masters because they were boring. I'm afraid to say, you know. Yeah, that's why I wanted Kup. And it was the same reason why I've also put in a pre-order for the Legends Overlord. Again, he was animation accurate, well, to the Japanese animation as well. It had the two Titan Masters, which granted give two different faces, which I like the idea of, and I think the colour's just a lot more striking. But it's really been actually quite a long time since I've gone to a toy store and I've seen something that I really want. The last time I did that was Trigger Happy. Because I love the Decepticon Target Masters and that kind of era. I may not know the names, but I like the design aesthetic of them, and I really like Rebirth. Even though I can see that the Rebirth is not very good at all. It was one of those things as a childhood memory I would see once in a blue moon. Like every summer I'd see one episode. It wasn't the same episode, it was either part 1 or part 2. And then I'd never see the end of it, and it was always super annoying as a child. So he was the last figure I had to have when I saw it in the store, but with the rise in the prices, so the like nearly £20 now for a deluxe figure, it really puts me off. You know, I'm not willing to spend that much on a deluxe figure when I could go over to the Japanese market and buy a figure that I think looks better, and sometimes, not always, sometimes has upgrades to it, like the head and the colors and whatnot. So it depends on the figure, of course. I'd rather go over there and spend an extra... The difference between this and £18 is not that big, at least in my eyes, for the upgrades that you're getting. So that's the justification I put on this. So it's more impulse buys over the internet now rather than in-store buys. And you know what distribution's like, at least here in the UK. It's a pain. No one likes it desperately. Unless you're further down south and maybe you can find deals, you know. But yeah, that's a video. It's a quick one. I wanted to do something because it's been a while since I've done a video, especially one like this. Thought it'd be quite nice and fun, fairly easy to do. And you know, it's the Transformers YouTube community. Probably should have something video related to do with it, one would think. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna be wanting to do a video on this guy very soon. I'm gonna put off doing my Weird Wolf one because I'd prefer to do Kup, as it's the in thing, and I'll probably get those thick YouTube hits and all that lovely glory from YouTube. So yeah, until then, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you hopefully in the future, not too distant, for Kup.